Listen, if the deal is right, how are you going to turn it down?
Well, I'm not responsible for clearing out the warehouse.
Me neither.
Thank you. I'll be responsible. I'm responsible for everything else anyway. What's the difference?
Good luck.
Why can't we all just get along? That's just a typical discussion for the Gold family. They're the stars on True TV's hit series, Hardcore Pawn.
And here they are. Les, Seth, and Ashley Gold are joining us on the couch to chat about Season 8. First off, congratulations on that.
Wow.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's
What is the magic of the show?
Well, the magic of the show is the family, you know, the dynamics of the family and the stories that 1,000 people a day have. You know, it's very interesting to see why people need money and why they come to the pawn shop.
What are some of the highlights that we're going to see this season?
Well, it's, you know, this season's a very, well, for the next, we're doing the finale in the next couple Tuesdays. But next season, we have people bringing in some very expensive merchandise. Is it real? Isn't it real? You know, some very important art is coming in. And, you know, some issues between Ashley and Seth.
No, I don't
it's hard to
believe
believe,
that.
but yes.
Never.
Yeah, usually my dad has to sit in the middle of both of us.
I
But,
mean,
you know,
yeah,
for
I'm
this
sitting with
purposes-
my hands like this, clenching them. Like,
You guys
okay.
just go at it. I mean, has it always been like this? When they were little, were they
When
always
were
at each
little.
other's
You know,
throats?
we're a very interesting family, to say the least. You know, everybody wants to win.
Right.
And that's what you see every Tuesday when you watch the show. I mean, it's always been that.
I feel like you're always frustrated with your brother because he doesn't give you your place. Is that, I mean, am I?
Wait,
what's this one?
Come on,
I'm just saying
He
because.
doesn't give me my place. He doesn't give me my space.
Right.
He doesn't
Right.
give me my freedom.
You
He
do.
doesn't leave me alone. He was supposed to be a doctor. Couldn't you just stayed in that like mindset?
You have your space. It's in the parking lot outside.
Oh my gosh, I'm like a true brother. Wait, you were going to be a doctor?
Yeah, I was actually studying my undergrad at Michigan.
No way.
Yeah, to be a doctor, but, you know,
Well,
the family business.
But yeah, what about that family business? You just can't leave the family business, can you?
Well, we're both fourth generation in the business, so it's in our blood. And it's one of those things that we just came back to. My sister always wanted to be in the business. Me, I wasn't really head down that path, but I'm glad I did.
You know, I have to say, we do have a lot of differences, but at the end of the day, nobody has your back like your family.
Totally.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
at the end of the day, we say goodnight to each other. In the morning, we do say good morning. We have one common goal, which is to make American Jewelry and Loan successful. And we're there to help all of our customers all day long, and that's what we do all day.
But there were 4 months that they didn't speak, so don't believe everything that Ashley tells you. You know?
This is all for TV.
Yeah, right. We want the audience to think, oh,
Yes.
the Ozzy and Harriet show.
But the fact is that we are being filmed all the time, so it does take a solid rock to withstand that. You see it all the time where
Right.
families break up because they're on TV, but our family withstands that. And that's
How
why we're
long did
season
it
F.
take you guys to get used to the cameras?
You know, it was hard in the beginning, but now after doing it for 4 years, we are very used to the cameras. You know, if they want to follow me into the bathroom, if they want to follow me listening on the phone, go ahead.
Really? You're that free? You don't.
The mic, the mic, the mic.
Exactly.
What I meant is if they want the mic, we don't turn our mics off.
Right, right. Okay, wait, but now one of the reasons why my husband loves this show is the fights, the customer fights.
Customer fights.
You go at them like a pit bull sometimes, but like tell us about what the biggest, you know, the scariest fight was for you guys.
Well, you know, honestly, for me, and I've been in the business a long time, in the early 70s, I was in a holdup where they killed a policeman and they killed the bad
gosh.
guy. So
Yeah.
everything else is, you know, soft compared to that. But one thing that we can't show is fear. And so we have to make sure that, number one, my family is safe, that my employees are safe, and that the customers are safe. So that's why you see the big guys that surround us sometimes and deal with some of the irate customers. They're, you know, they
well,
do
they
it
get
every
mad when you tell them something's fake. Well,
Well-
you're clearly not going to accept something that.
When we say no, it's final. And so when somebody doesn't have money, I mean, when we
Yeah.
say no, what are they going to do? So obviously there's some sort of upset and desperation that happens. And ultimately, we're there to satisfy most people that come in the store. And when we can't do it, we just can't do it.
What are some of the weirdest or most outlandish things that have come into the store?
Well, for me personally, one of the weirdest things is we had this guy, Dr. Jack Kevorkian, Dr. Death, who used to do assisted suicides.
Yes.
Gentleman came in with the assisted suicide van. He ended up wanting a
van.
The van, and he wanted
Volkswagen.
$100,000. We ended up negotiating a deal. I flipped a coin, legitimate coin, for $20,000 swing. It was either going to be $40,000 or $20,000. I paid $20,000 for Jack Kevorkian.
And then
van.
what'd you sell it for, if you don't mind?
We sold it for $25,000.
Yeah, right.
Somebody
Actually,
wanted that van.
exactly.
For
This
family trips or...
Could be. It's not in that good a shape, by the way, but you know, we were looking for some bags in the back.
Somebody was just dying to get into that van.
Yeah,
Very good.
There are risks that go along with it. I mean, you guys are experts. Have you ever accepted a fake and been like, oh man, I got taken?
It has happened.
You know, there's mistakes. We all make mistakes,
Yeah.
but you learn from your mistakes. You fall down, you pick yourself up, and
Well, there's good fakes out there, like in the watch industry. So a lot of people are manufacturing some stuff that, you know, can get by you. And, you know, you use your resources to make sure that you mitigate the risk.
Right.
But we do that very seldomly.
Right.
We make
Yeah.
very few mistakes.
No, you guys are good. You know, you really are. I mean, there's a reason why you have a show, so.
Right.
Well, there's a reason why we have a successful pawn shop.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You know, I want to circle back to what we started with. You talk about the next season and works of art coming in. You know, you're in a part. I grew up in Detroit. So you talk about expensive art coming in. You know, the city of Detroit is now bankrupt and they're selling their art. I mean, does
It's not that art. It's not from the DIA.
No, I'm just saying. But the city is really one of the characters in your show, isn't it?
It is. You know, but Detroiters are very resilient. Right now, we're going through hard times. You know, there's a
Yeah.
bankruptcy issue.
Sure.
But that's the city going bankrupt. It's not every person in the city of Detroit going bankrupt. So people are still working. You know, our loan line, which is getting shorter, which means that the economy is getting a slightly bit better. And so we're not taking in as much stuff. People have money.
Yeah.
People come in, you know, we now, because we're a tourist destination, people cross
Which
8
is-
miles.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we have tour buses. We have a lot of
That's
people coming from
insane.
all over the world, from Australia to South Africa, coming to the city, which makes the economy around us better.
That's
they're going to the
great.
grocery store, they're going to the
Yeah.
car wash, they're going to the gas
Yeah.
station.
Quickly, we want to bring in Jill. Jill Nicolini. She says that
Hi,
you look really
everyone.
familiar to
You
her.
look extremely familiar.
this is a little-
You see, my father went to the furniture store, you know, about a year or two ago, and they said to him, "You look like that guy from the porn." And he's like, "What? I'm in no porn movie. What?" And next thing you know, they're like, "No, Pawn Stars, and then the hardcore porn." So he's like, "No way." Long story short, take a look. Here's my dad.
Look at this.
My father
Is he the one on the left or the right?
You can tell.
You see the open collared shirt, and look, usually wears the gold chain,
Gold
got the
chain and
hairy chest,
everything.
so.
Well, you know, he can borrow my loop anytime.
Oh, yeah, well, that's a lot more expensive than his, I'm sure.
That's funny.
But
That's
yeah,
funny.
so I got to get a picture with you later. But
Not a problem.
we love you, Hardcore Pawn.
Thank you.
There's
great.
a twin for everyone out there.
There's no
Yeah,
doubt.
it's a scary thing.
He normally wears a Speedo, so I don't know how we're going to do that.
I'm not that.
Okay,
no,
good.
my dad doesn't wear Speedo.
How old is your dad?
Well, Les, Seth, and Ashley Gold, thank you so
He's a
much
little
for
older than
stopping
me.
by. And Hardcore
Wow.
Pawn,
That's
you
me.
can see it every Tuesday, 10 p.m. on True TV. Check it out. It's a great show.
Thanks so
you
much,
guys.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.